Hello, Sagittarius. How are you doing? My name is SimplyVelca, and I'm going to be doing your love and relationship reading for this week. So when it comes to this type of reading, I always like to, this could be dealing with like a social relationship as well. It could be dealing with a friendship. I'm going to only speak through the narrative of a romantical relationship, but whoever that comes to mind that's most present in your mind, that's who this reading is going to be about. You just will have to use your intuition to, how I correlate the message for a relationship. You just correlate it for a friendship. And if it doesn't resonate with you, that's completely fine, right? It's completely normal. Just remember, I'm just a man reading some tarot cards. You know your situation better than I ever possibly could. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But if it does resonate with you, I would love for you to let me know in the comments below. Let me know what's going on in your relationship and keep me up to date because I do care. So I'm going to be pulling 3 cards so I can get a general energy of everything, or what is going on, and then we're just going to deep dive and we're going to figure things out, right? We're going to see what's going on, see what we could do to help you get you two together if you're meant to be together, right? And right now, for you guys, Sagittarius, is kind of interesting. I say this because I have the 6 of Water, the Chariot in reverse, and the 4 of Cups in reverse for you. Now let me read off this card, the 6 of Water, for you first before I show it. Memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, and romanticizing the past. So for some of you Sagittarius, I kind of feel like this is like regret comes in very strongly with this word. I don't know if there's something like going on with you, with your person, where that caused some type of stalemate. I feel like there's some type of stalemate that happened because the Chariot in reverse. Usually when this is upright Sagittarius, this means that, this forward, like direct movement, normally pretty good, right? Depending on like how it's being correlating. But since it's in reverse, it's almost like the brakes were turned on. I don't know why my foot is cramping right now. Oh my gosh. Ooh, hello. I might edit this out, but I might not. Let's just walk through it. Read through it, Patrick. Read through it. So when this card is in reverse, Sagittarius, that means the brakes were put on it. Oh my gosh. Ooh, okay. I think we're good now. So this card being in reverse, it's funny how we're talking about this is like a stopping movement and then my right foot just starts cramping. Regardless, let's get back to this reading. This means it's just like you're stopped, like this connection has stopped. It's stopped in its tracks. 4 of Cups as well in reverse. Usually with this cup, when it's upright, this usually is like I like to see this card as some type of interaction, right? When it comes to the Necronomicon, this would kind of is letting me know if there was interaction or not. So since this is in the reverse, there's not really any interaction. Perhaps there's some unsureness behind the other person and why they don't reach out, right, Sagittarius? Something happened in this situation though that caused a standstill potentially. And maybe it just has to deal with just being busy or someone feeling hurt by a situation. Someone definitely feels hurt in a situation. So I pulled the Justice card for you, the Page of Wands, and then the 3 of Swords. Now, this could be for either party, right? This energy is going to be vice versa. So I'm just going to give Sagittarius the benefit of the doubt, but hold yourself accountable, right? You'll obviously know if this is fitting for you or not. So how I'm seeing this, it's almost as if someone, like, you were hurt by a situation, someone was hurt in some type of situation, Sagittarius, or maybe some type of jealousy is happening, right? Because it's like we have the Page of Wands coming in where something's like new starting. So maybe someone's like busy on one side, but since it's not being communicated, there's like some hurt going on. So it's almost like messages, like communication's not really happening, so people are left to just assume, Sagittarius, and people are just assuming the worst. And that could be both of you guys, right? With this Justice card, you may be feeling hurt because this other person's not reaching out to you while you're still being busy. You're trying to like manage everything, but you're just like, oh, why couldn't this person just check up on me, sort of thing. And with the other person, they're feeling hurt because you haven't checked up on them, but maybe they don't know that you are busy. So it's almost like you guys are just not speaking to each other through like unintentional non-communication, if that makes sense. But I do feel like it's going to come back together, Sagittarius. You guys are going to relink again, Sagittarius, because we have the 9 of Fire. This is reassuring to me. This card says, don't give up protect what you've created, and have courage and believe in yourself. So maybe one of you guys in this connection may be insecure, and that's why you don't reach out to the other person. But I feel like one of you guys, and it's leading me to believe it's you, Sagittarius, that's like something's going on in your life that you're having to bring to balance. Maybe this Justice card paired with the Six of Water, like something happened in your past, Sagittarius, that you're just dealing with, and you're just going through your own emotions, and maybe like you deal with emotions best with this just kind of like either hermiting or, I mean, being in denial came to work. I don't mean it in that way, but suppressing it, keeping yourself busy with other things. So this balance card, Archangel Zadkiel, number 5, so write that down for your numerology, Sagittarius. Maybe you're just keeping yourself busy as a coping mechanism, but it's just like you kind of want I feel like you still want this person to check up on you. It's like you don't want to be the one to reach out, but you're just like looking over. It's like, why aren't you doing anything, right? And someone's being pushed to just like continue on with this. And I feel like it's both of you guys. We have the Unity card, Archangel Sandalphon, number 5. Write that down as well. 2 5s. So definitely 5 is a strong number for you right now, Sagittarius. Really look it up after this reading. So this card says traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organization, and seeking out mentors and like-minded friends. So I feel like almost this other person might be looking or kind of just like given up on this connection because of this hurt, right? And I feel like with this 9 of Fire energy being presented, it's almost like this other person's kind of just checked out. It's just like, okay, maybe this person's just not interested. I really feel like this is just a lack in communication, Sagittarius, because I feel like there are feelings there. Let's see. Oh, Sagittarius. There's like a lack of balance happening. I feel like there's like a tit for tat. So both you guys kind of function for tit for tat. So it's just like you don't want, like neither of you guys want to be the one to reach out to the other person, is what I'm getting. But you still want the other person to reach out to you. Sagittarius, like I really want you to take from this reading to kind of just be bold with your energy and to just, I feel like just to like reach out to this person because it's going to make them happy. But they're kind of just like the thing is, like I feel like this person is hurt because they're just going down, like they're kind of like spiraling. They're kind of just assuming the worst, and maybe like they don't think that you are interested in them or like what have you. So I feel like because it's like the Knight of Swords in reverse, it's like I almost feel like they're kind of like struggling, like while they're on the path towards moving on, they're struggling with it because maybe it's like they're still thinking about you, they're still on your mind, like you're still on their mind sort of thing. And you are on their mind as well, and I feel like you're trying to give up on it as well, but you can't. Neither party can give up on it because you had the 4 of Wands, but it was in reverse. So it's like it's almost like you're up. Like this is letting me know that it's bothering you more than you're willing to admit, Sagittarius. I really feel like Sagittarius, you're kind of guilty for suppressing your emotions or feelings, and I feel like that's probably like playing a role in like why this dynamic is going the way that it is. That doesn't mean the other party isn't at fault as well, because this other party could reach out as well, but you know, that's just not life. If everything just happens so magically and so perfectly, then love wouldn't be such a longed for thing, right? It would be so easy to come by. New love. Embrace this new opportunity of love that is here. This may pertain to work opportunities or spiritual growth. Number 8. Write that down, Sagittarius, for numerology. So maybe right now for both parties, you guys are just kind of like, the best thing for you guys to do right now is to just focus on yourselves, perhaps. I feel like you guys are gonna link back up when it's meant to when it's meant to be, but I feel like both of you guys kind of have to just work on your own foundations and work on your own independence, perhaps, away from each other. So like there's no longer this underlying insecurity for each party, because I feel like that's the kind of general vibe as well. And I'll get down to it with this Necronomicon deck. But I feel like part of the reason as well is like why neither party reaches out is because of insecurity. One party doesn't want to reach out because they don't want to seem like a bother. They don't want to like come off as desperate or whatever. And another party just doesn't reach out because they just don't know like how they feel, how you like the other person feels, sort of thing. And I feel like they don't know how you feel, Sagittarius. That's the thing. I really don't feel like they know how you truly feel because I feel like there's just such a repression. I'm just like taking this in. Yeah, you guys are both trying to focus on, it's like a, how do I explain this? So you have, I pulled the Queen of Wands, the 3 of Wands, and then the Queen of Discs, all in reverse. you guys are both trying to like focus. You guys are so similar. Maybe you guys are like interested in like a Sagittarius as well, or it's just like this type of like like I don't know. It's very much so you guys are like reacting in the same way. You guys are mirroring each other, where it's just like you both are trying to move on from one another, but you guys keep popping up in each other's minds while you're trying to focus on like your passions or your job or whatever. It's like almost like you guys are both like working, but like all you're doing in your mind is thinking about this other person, being like, oh, what are they doing? Wonder why, like, you know, it's just like a constant, just like even if it's not like an obsessive thinking thing, it's just like it's almost as if you can't go through an entire workday without thinking about the other individual and be like, I wonder how they're doing. And it's like I just got the image of someone just like typing out like a text and then just deleting it after like staring at it for a moment. And then just like it's like you delete it and then it's just like maybe like some of y'all might be just snooping and just like watching them from afar sort of thing just to see how they're doing. I feel like it's kind of both parties. You are good enough, full moon in Virgo. Yeah, there's definitely like an insecurity here, and I feel like one of y'all just needs to overcome your insecurity and get out of your head, because it's like there's a definite deep connection here, you know? I feel like this is like a soul connection. When I say like a soul connection, like I believe in soulmates as like we all have a lot of soulmates, and some are like for like romantic, some are just platonic, right? And I feel like this is like a soulful connection that's like divinely guided, if that makes sense. I feel like you guys are meant to see each other on this path because you guys are just so similar. Octopus card I pulled. Practice shape-shifting by altering your physical appearance and mannerisms. Maybe there's this insecurity because it's like you guys are, I say you guys are similar in behavior and you guys are mirroring each other, but it's almost as like you guys are polar opposites in what it is that you do. And there's like, that's probably might be where the insecurity is, because it's like, let's say the story of like a successful business person and then someone that just like that we'll just use the example of someone that like runs their own business and someone that wants to run their own business, but like they're still doing like the 9 to 5 or like doing like more creative artsy kind of thing, right? So it's almost just like you have like this business setting and then this creative artsy setting or spiritual setting for some people. And it's just like, because there's like, you guys are so different, there's like this insecurity and assuming it's like, oh, this other person is just not going to be interested in hearing what I have to say because I'm not in their kind of world. And I feel like the thing is just like you guys are both feeling like not like lackluster enough, and maybe that's why you both don't talk to each other. When I feel like just judging from how you guys are reacting to one another and just marrying each other, probably unintentionally, because I don't feel like this has ever been spoken to one another. You guys are just constantly trying to gauge each other's body language or the verbiage when they speak to you, sort of thing. But it's just like, yeah, Ace of Wands. This is in reverse. Definitely at a stalemate right now. It's definitely relying on action on someone's hand before this continues. But it's just like you guys are so similar, but you guys don't realize it. You guys are like swearing you're so different from one another when you guys actually aren't. You guys are just judging a book by its cover. That's the reading I have for you though, Sagittarius. Let me know how this goes. Let me know how this works out for you in the comments below. And again, remember, if this resonates with you, please give me a like and subscribe, Sagittarius. But I love you so much. Bye.